is it going, YouTube? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We're back today with a different type of video. So obviously TA4, it's been out for a couple days now. I have almost completed all of TA4, and I've used a lot of these cards because I've been doing TA4 team builds on stream. So what we're going to do today, we're going to rank all these cards that you see above my head from worst to best. We're going to go 30 all the way up to number 1. This is my TA4 rankings. Let's get into it. Let me know after watching this full video if there's any discrepancies that I have. Let me know if y'all disagree with me. And as always, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But let's get right into this list, starting with, in my opinion, the worst player from TA4. At number 30, and in my opinion, the worst card from this entire program, and I think a lot of people might agree with me, 97 overall Signature Series David Price for the Tampa Bay Rays. Dude, he's not even a legend. He's not even a legend. This program was Future Stars and Legends. Maybe I missed when David Price became a legend, but he's not. And he also has 90 hits per 9. So at number 30, David Price. At number 29, and in my opinion, the most cheated card in this entire program, 99 overall MVP Jimmy Rollins. And I say that because this is an MVP card, and this man had an incredible season in 2007. He won the MVP. He won the MVP. 93 contact right, 111 contact left, 81 and 82 on the power. It's just, for what this program is and for what some of the cards we got in it, it's just not a good card. If you told me that we were getting a 99 Jimmy Rollins, I mean, in my mind, without looking at attributes, I would be super excited. He's got the defense, he's got the speed, but if this card had like maxed out power, or I'm sorry, contact or close to it, oh my goodness. And I think that this card got cheated. So for that reason, he's at number 29. At number 28 is Paul Molitor. I never have really gotten around to using Paul Molitor cards. He's got good contact. Other than that, it's fairly underwhelming. Silver defense at third base. That's not really what you want. Paul Molitor is going to be a guy that Brewers fans might be excited for team builds and not much else. He's number 28. Coming in at 27 is 99 overall Gary Carter. Again, kind of like Paul Molitor. Just a card that never really does it for me year in and year out. 3 out of his 4 main hitting attributes are under 100, which is not great. We got Mike Piazza in the game who rakes, and other catchers in TA4 that are much better than this. So for that reason, Gary Carter is toward the back end of this list. At number 26 is Brett Saberhagen, his milestone series. This, in my opinion, is the worst starting pitcher that we got in TA4. His pitch mix isn't great. When I was facing him in Showdown, he had like a 92, 93 mile an hour fastball most of the time, although it says he gets up to 95. And just not a good pitch mix overall. If you're going to be playing on Hall of Fame or Legend, the higher difficulties in the game, this card's most likely going to get hit around. Coming in at number 25 is Milestone Series Hal Newhouser. Some of y'all might disagree with me on this one. I know some people like Hal Newhouser. I am not one of those people. Low hits per 9. Again, the per 9s aren't great. 75 walks per 9. The control is iffy and not the best pitch mix in the world. Also, again, in my experience, I feel like Hal Newhouser cards get absolutely crushed, so that's why we got him fairly low on the list. At number 24, I got Signature Series Eddie Matthews. This is a card that sometimes I really like, but kind of like Jimmy Rollins, I feel like he's just very underwhelming attributes-wise this year. Against lefties, he's only 80 and 99, which again, not great. And at the third base position too, we got huge third baseman at this game. Third baseman that can rake. So for that reason, Eddie Matthews, again, is at the lower end of this list. At number 23, we got the only relief pitcher from TA4, 97 overall Trevor Hoffman. He's got pretty good per 9s. He's got pretty darn good per 9s. But Trevor Hoffman in Diamond Dynasty is just a tough card to make really good because the circle change, his signature pitch from his career, it just floats. It just floats. A lot of good players, they just sit on it the whole way, and it's not super effective, and he's not going to have good velo, so that right off the bat just cancels out Trevor Hoffman and puts him towards the end of my list. Staying in the NL West for number 22 with Marco Luciano, the first Future Stars on our list. The hitting is okay, fielding and speed is pretty good, but we got Trey Turner in TA3, and also there were some other Future Stars that I thought we could have gotten at shortstop. Bobby Witt. So for that reason, Marco Luciano again is in the lower half of the list here. Coming in at number 21 is Signature Series Jim Edmonds, one of the only non-99 overall cards that we have in TA4. He's a little underwhelming against lefties, kind of the same as Eddie Matthews, and he's got very average speed for his center fielder, and we're pretty stacked right now at this point in the year in the outfield, so Jim Edmonds is not going to make a lot of God squads. Rounding out the 20s, we got Signature Series John Olerud. He plays first base, and he's got 91-75 power. We got TA4 first baseman with much better than that higher in the list, so for that reason, we got to keep him fairly low. I might be catching some flack for this one right here, but coming in at number 19 is Bob Gibson. I was actually very excited to try this card, but I faced him 3 games in a row on Legend, and I put up 5+ runs in all of those games before like the 5th inning. Like, I got after this card. I haven't even really tried him yet. This is solely just me facing him. I have hit this card very hard. There's not a lot of deception. So for that reason, I moved him down to lower on the list. This is another one that you guys might get on me a little bit for, but at number 18, I got Craig Biggio. I stink with Craig Biggio cards. In my stream, he has the nickname Noodle because I swear I have never squared up more balls that die at the warning track than with Craig Biggio. The power, again, it's 81 and 82. Not bad. He's got the speed, especially if you put him at catcher, and he's got the defense. This is just a personal vendetta that I have against Craig Biggio, so that's why he's lower on my list. Number 17, we got Tom Seaver, and I'm going to be honest, he is in the lower half of players in TA4 because of hits per 9. It's a hot topic right now with MLB The Show players. 99 on the hits per 9. That, believe it or not, for at this point in the year, that is fairly low. That is fairly low for hits per 9. Again, another starting pitcher that I was excited about that on paper, he's just not as good as he can be. And the couple times that I used him, he has gotten hit fairly hard, and there's not a lot of swing and miss with him. Number 16, we got New Legend. And you guys saw the debut video. You guys saw the bad debut video. If you guys didn't, go check it out. I'll leave it in the description down below. We got Vinny Castilla at number 16 here. The attributes, they're pretty good. They're pretty good for a third baseman. He's got diamond defense with average speed. I actually like his swing. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Jimmy Fox. And people that I've talked to that have used this card have also liked him a decent amount as well. There's just a lot of cards in TA4 that I just cannot put him above. But at a respectable 16, New Legend Vinny Castilla. Rounding out the bottom half of players at number 15 is 99 overall milestone series Bob Feller. This is a guy that I like every year, but he's got 99 hits per 9. The little that I have used him, he has done fairly good for me, but he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his pitches, so that's why I have him lower on the list, because against a good player, those balls that are being fouled off are going to turn into more and more hits. So again, the hits per 9 issue, I'm upset about this one because I love Bob Feller. He is number 15. At number 14, we got Milestone Series Barry Larkin. If you did not show me attributes and you told me that the Reds were going to be getting Barry Larkin, I would guess that he would be somewhere between 25 and 30 on my rankings list. But they juiced Barry Larkin this year. We have never seen a Barry Larkin with over 100 on all of his hitting. Like, this Barry Larkin card is actually not bad, and he's got a pretty good swing to go with good fielding and good speed. So there's definitely players in TA4 that are better, but this is a very, very good Barry Larkin card. At number 13, we got Pudge, and he gets a little bit of a boost in the rankings because he is a primary catcher, which, as you guys know, that's always a position that we are fairly light at MLB The Show. The hitting is fairly good. He's got 86 and 88 on the power. Again, historically for me, this is a guy kind of like Craig Biggio, where he does swing a bit of a pool noodle. But being a primary catcher, this is a good card with elite fielding, and again, for a catcher, great speed. So for that reason, Pudge is at number 13. Number 12 is 99 overall Greg Maddux, who I actually have in my God Squad rotation right now. His hits per 9 is only 101, but his control is absolutely impeccable, dude. Oh my goodness, look at it at the top right of my screen. With pinpoint, I can put pitches exactly where I want them to go with Greg Maddux. The reason that he's a little bit, not lower, but behind some players at number 12 is because he's a pitcher. He can't play every game, so how could I put him above other guys that make an impact every game? But a very good card, and my second favorite TA4 starting pitcher, Greg Maddux. At number 11 is Award Series Jason Giambi from the Oakland A's. Absolute righty killer, and in my opinion, he plays way above his attributes for lefties. That 80 power is a lie. It is secretly 100 plus power. This is one of those guys like Trey Turner that just seems like he plays above his attributes, and that's why he's fairly high up on this list. The defense is all right. It's a heck of a lot better than some other first basemen, but Jason Giambi for the glitchiness factor is at number 11 for me. Starting off our top 10 here is Signature Series Gary Sheffield. As we know, Gary Sheffield cards are going to always rake, and this one is no different. 108, 118, 107, and 111 on the main hitting attributes. This card I actually had slightly lower initially until I realized that he can play shortstop as well. That gives him a slight boost in my book. He's got a 91 arm. The fielding is only 65. But this card, he's never been able to play shortstop before. So it's pretty cool that he can this year, and he's got good speed. So for that reason, he is at the beginning of our top 10. This one is going to be a hot take, and I am fully prepared to take all the flack in the world for this one. I got Duke Snider all the way up at number 9. He obviously smacks righties. On paper, he doesn't look good against lefties. I don't know what it is about this dude, but every time that I tried him in ranked since this card dropped, he has just absolutely gone off for me. He has been fantastic. He's going to play a great defense in center field, fairly good speed. Again, this one I know I'm going to catch some heat for, but dude, his swing is so butter, and he absolutely is raked for me. So for that reason, he's all the way up at number 9. At number 8, we got Future Stars Julio Rodriguez. This card smacks as well. 108, 100, 107, and 109. The fielding is impeccable in center field and fairly good speed as well, especially when you get him paralleled. Julio Rodriguez has a fantastic swing. I was excited to try this card out, and he overperformed for my expectations, again, while playing a great defense. And for that reason, I got him inside my top 10 at number 8. At number 7, we got, in my opinion, the best starting pitcher in all of TA4, Milestone Series Walter Johnson. This is a card in the past that I haven't loved. He's got the super long windup, which they fixed this year, and his hits per 9 is only 102. But I've used him a few times on Legend, and he absolutely plays with that velo. He's got outlier 1 and 2, which is an absolute difference maker, and people are constantly late on this card. So for that reason, Walter Johnson is all the way up at number 7. At number 6, we got Future Stars Adley Rutschman, a card that we have been asking for forever. And this is where I really feel like we start to get into the S tier players for TA4. But Adley Rutschman, dude, I was so excited that we got this card. Some people thought the hitting attributes were slightly underwhelming. I disagree. I think for a catcher, they're pretty darn good. Plus, he plays elite defense and has decent speed. And obviously, he's a switch hitter. Adley Rutschman, I am just so excited that he is in the game as a 99 overall now. And for that reason, he is number 6. This one is going to be a bit of a hot take. And this is one that even myself, I was not expecting until I used this card. 99 overall, Award Series Wade Boggs is starting out our top 5 here at number 5. Dude, this card statistically has been my second best player from all of TA4. I wasn't even planning on throwing him on one of my team builds, but I did because I had a couple people in my chat telling me that he was very good. They were right. They were right. Wade Boggs' swing is always good in my opinion, but dude, this man in the past has swung a noodle. He's good this year. He is really good, and if you need a third baseman, I highly recommend giving this card a chance because, dude, I just can't rave about him enough. I can't rave about him enough because he has shocked me that much. So Wade Boggs coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is a card that is usually very underwhelming, a legend that doesn't get used a whole lot in MLB The Show. Luis Gonzalez, dude. Look at that hitting. Are you kidding me? 114, 105, and 125, 118 on the power. We have never seen a Luis Gonzalez card like this, and it absolutely plays. He's got a very open stance, but if you get used to it, this card rakes. This card absolutely rakes. Pretty good defense, too. If I'm not mistaken, we usually get silver at best on the defense for Luis Gonzalez. It's not bad. Paralleled, he is going to be a gold defender out there in the outfield. This is a very, very good card. We are getting down to the wire here. And at number 3, the third best TA4 card, Honus Wagner. This is a card that I love year in and year out since they started putting him in the game a few years ago. The contact is insane. The power is pretty darn good. He's going to be 95 plus power when he's parallel 5'd. The fielding is elite, and the speed is going to be also maxed out when he's P5. Honus Wagner, again, perfect leadoff guy, dude. I love Honus Wagner. He's a guy that I just can rave about all day. I just think he also plays above his attributes year in and year out. Honus Wagner coming in at number 3. At number 2, we got the Big Hurt. Oh my God, dude. Frank is endgame this year, guys. Some of y'all might use Frank endgame in years past, but he is really, really endgame this year. I don't know if Lou Gehrig will be this good. Babe Ruth will probably be this good, but he's going to be 125 across the board when it's all said and done. Obviously, the defense on paper doesn't look good, but we all know that Frank has that secret diamond defense. Dude, I always personally have liked Frank Thomas cards because I really like his swing. Usually, we get the Big Hurt that's a lefty killer, but sometimes it's a little bit lesser against righties. No, not this year. Not this year. This card is about as good as it gets. And he just missed that number 1 spot for TA4. Coming in at number 2, a man that's going to be on my God squad for sure, Frank Thomas. I don't think this one is a surprise to anybody in the world. I think we can almost unanimously agree on this one. The best player that we got in TA4, 99 overall, Mickey Mantle. Obviously, he was a new legend last year in MLB 20. He was the collection reward. He is back this year in a big way. He's a free card this year, which I just love. I almost single-handedly think that Mickey Mantle made TA4 a W. The hitting attributes are insane. 122, 125, 125, and 113. The fielding is elite in center field. The speed is just about going to be maxed out. He's a switch hitter, dude. And we know how glitchy the Mick is. Again, I don't think there's really a debate on this one. I really don't. Mickey Mantle is absolutely insane. He is going to be my endgame center fielder. He's never leaving my God squad. And he is the best card. And it's not even close. I mean, Frank Thomas is pretty good. But, I mean, unanimously, we can almost say Mickey Mantle's the best card in TA4. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys disagree with my rankings at all, comment down below. Let me know who you guys have been liking, who you dislike. Let's debate a little bit in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think of my list. But if you guys enjoyed this video, again, I know it was a little different from what I usually do, smack it with a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet. And I will see you guys for the next video.